Hello, crackers. Welcome back to the Blackbird Podcast. Are y'all good? I'm just so fucking happy. I don't know why. Oh, yes. I was there yesterday thinking, fuck, I should have gone to the champs. There's reasons, and it's all part of my master plan. But there were reasons, and there are still sound reasons. But you know, after the fact, after you make the decision, you're like, fuck, I wish I went. Then there's fucking rain, like crazy, lots of rain, too much rain. I don't know if they had rain there, but there was, you can probably hear the wind here now. It's mental. I'm not made of sugar, I know, but it's like, there's been heavy showers at work in the course of the week, and all you're thinking of the weekend, get away from it. And so I was kind of delighted I didn't go. And cheers to all the brave souls who did go. I hope you all had a great time. I hope you all brought your rain gear and your wellies. It's like going to a fucking festival. Oh, tears in the eye. So welcome back to the Blackbird Podcast. Crackers. I do hope you're all good. Yes, the EFAF National Bow Hunter Championships in Killygarry Archers. Is that Cavan, I think, right? I'm hearing that yesterday was a terrible wet day up there, and they obviously shot through it, but bummer. I'd say they should be nearly finished at this stage. I had a few spies telling me what was going on, you know, keeping tabs on the shit, because I don't see fuck all posts going up on the internet about it. You know, I know it's the champs and all, but Mark, actually, Legend Mark, put up some photos, but a blast of photos. He was he like a ranger for the day yesterday? Going around making sure you don't be cheating. Don't be walking back on stuff. So yeah, I'll get there some stage, you know. I'll get there. There's plenty of places I must get to. There's who was I talking to? I don't know who I was talking to. It could have been Anto. Anto actually did very well yesterday. He finished yesterday. I think he said he had 30 points clear going into today, which is awesome. Awesome shooting. We'd be rooting for you, Anto. Once Anto gets into that headspace, you can't touch him. He's just forget about it. You may just give up, lads, you know? But where was the other thing? Let me think. Kilkenny? No, it's not Kilkenny. Maybe it is Kilkenny. No. Fuck, I forget where it's not, I don't think it's with IFAF. I think it's with Archery Ireland. The other governing body of archery. They do more Olympic target stuff, where the outdoors guys, where the 3D running through the woods, crazy crackers. Where the crack is really to be had. That's where we are. But it's nice to go and do the indoor shoots. Like the Euros indoor with the national indoors, and this is I always associate the IFAF National Bow Hunter Championships as like the curtain call on, if you will, a season, which as I said last time, doesn't fucking really feel like one this year. It's been so stuttery. So yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm sidestepping that feeling of when you go to, and you know, well, this is the national champs now. It's all kind of downhill after this. It's like we're weaning our way out. Next thing you know, it'll be the AGM, and sure fuck, then it's Christmas, and yeah. So yeah, fuck it. I have plenty of other things to be sorting out, and we won't be going over them again, because I was talking about it the last time, all the indoor shit. So best of luck to everyone who took part at the weekend, and I hope you didn't get too wet. I hope you don't get some fucking head colds and shit on the way home, and I hope you scored as you hoped you would. So that's the National Bow Hunter Championships, the IFAF National. Oh yeah, Mr. Davey, did you sell any shirts? IFAF have some cool shirts, new designs. There's a green, well, a predominantly green one, and there's a predominantly white one. I was thinking, is it a home and away kind of kit? You'd be thinking, which one? Probably like to get both of them. But those shirts I know are dodgy when it comes to the sizes. You could say, I get a medium. You know, I'm tidy, slight individual. A medium would be fine on me. And then you get a medium and it's like, I don't know. I forget the fucking expression, but it's just not comfortable. And then if you get a large, you're like a fucking flag flopping in the wind. So it's a hard one to call. But hoping maybe at the Flint round. I think they might have some left from this weekend. If they do, I imagine they'll have them on sale at the Flint round. And I shall check them out. So if you've bought these shirts, people, let me know what you think of the sizes, will you? Because I'd like to know. To see if they're reliable. That's all I'm saying. So, again, I still haven't got to shoot my 600s because I don't know if you can hear the fucking whipping wind up around here. And this is normal, and it's still it's still not sorted, but it will be. I'll have to bite my lip now and just go to the club on Wednesday or something. And hopefully get some hours fired. But other than that, I was watching this thing. There's this artist I've been following for a while. He's got some very stylized paintings, and they're very cool. And he's come on my radar by accident, I suppose. His trajectory has been going just one way. I think he's French, but he's in America. He's living in America. He does all these horse and cowboy, and I think he evolved into Indian on horses and stuff like that. But his skies are unbelievable. I mean, the whole painting is unbelievable. But the way he gets the light effect, it's kind of nuclear. And you do get a sense of that vastness of space off of them, which is cool. Because it got me thinking. Oh yeah, his name is Mark Maggiore or something like this. I'm probably butchering that name, and I apologize. Mark Maggiore. Maggiore sounds right. I don't know. That's what I go with. But he does some fucking awesome paintings. He has he be on Instagram. He's got an Instagram page. Because I've been like a bag in the wind, blowing around down all these old places, these cobweb pages I have online that have not been utilized correctly, if at all. My art ones, I only realized today it's been like, 6 or 7 years, maybe even 8, since I successfully put a body of work together with an exhibition in mind. And since then, it's like body blow after body blow and just fuck all happening. And I don't know, you just forget yourself and you forget time and you get busy and you try and you fail and you try and you fail and you're like, I don't know what it is. It's not, you're not after falling out of love, because you can't, because it's you've been doing that since you were fucking, as far back as you can remember, you've been doing this thing. So it's part of you. And I don't know why there was this massive gap, but when I heard the news and I saw his new stuff and I started watching some podcast interviews with him, and then that led to other artists that was linked to it, and I just went down this little rabbit hole thing, and it was just up early, so I'm not going out, it's too fucking nuts. So I'm going to go consume some podcast stuff with these artists. And that's what I was doing, and that's who I found. Anyway, the reason I bring him up, he had an exhibition, I think, in Texas recently, and one of his paintings, what did it go for? It was auctioned off at, what did it go off for? I think it went for $350,000 for his painting. So congratulations to you, young man. You'll be able to buy lots of paint and canvas with that kind of cash. But his paintings are class. There's an iconic vibe off of them. They're very, like I said, stylized and signature of his. And that's cool. I mean, I've seen people who paint like he does, but they're night and day. There's just, you know what I mean? You could pick his out of a row easy. Say, oh yeah, that's your man's. Easy. So I started going through my own stuff. I was like, shit, when was the last time I posted a thing? I was thinking. And I went on my now fucking, I have gone back on the Instagram thing against my better judgment. Because Instagram and Facebook, they be annoying you all day. Like, you get a beep message, oh, X amount of things, and you look, and it's like, no, they didn't, you liar. It's just repeat. It's on repeat, you. So I was looking at my thing, and that's what I found. It was like about 6 or 7, maybe even 8 years ago, since I had a collective body of work together for, we'll say, an exhibition. And it was kind of like a punch in the gut. It's like, what? That's a long fucking time ago. And then I come in here and I'm like brooding like a bitch. I'm like, fucking, that's shit. So then I have to catch a hold of myself and say, calm the fuck down, Jim. Calm down, son. You gotta do stuff. I have one on the wall there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I've decided I'm gonna do something with it, and it's gonna be my starting point. And I've said this 1,000 times, but I was so embarrassed with the lack of productivity in my art. And then you'd be arguing with yourself, you needed the time, you need to decompress from it, it takes as long as it takes. And then you can get all fucking philosophical about it, but the fucking end of the day, you got a studio for painting, and as soon as you got that done, you stopped fucking painting. I wouldn't mind, I was fairly productive. Sketches, paintings, wash sketches, the whole lot. Gone off taking photographs and videos of horses and studs and stuff. So it's just balancing shit, isn't it? Fucking balancing stuff. So yeah, Mark Maggiore. Fuck, Maggiore. That's it, I'm going with that, Maggiore. So yeah, you should check out his stuff if you like strong, warm, wide open spaces with horses and cowboys and Indians in it. That's his themes. But even if you're not into horses and in that kind of way, his skies alone are fantastic. They're really cool, because I was looking out the window while I was listening to one of the podcasts, and there was no shapes or definitions. It was just fucking just a soft grey and pissing rain. But as the day goes by, then you get some mental clouds, stormy looking all the time, and then you've all the birds going nuts around the place. So I was always wanting to have more sky in my canvas than anything else before I went down I went abstract, I think, out of frustration. Like more abstract, even if I was to do what I would say is a photo finish, a photo reel kind of painting, it wouldn't be a photo reel, because detail, I had myself trained at one stage. The minute I am aware that I'm getting really detailed in a painting, I say it's finished, fuck it, because the detail just stiffens the shit out of it. The way I was doing it, it was just frustrating. I like to blur it a bit, and I like the light and space. So once I got over being embarrassed and being, self-pity, then the rage came. And the rage sat nicely with me, singing, right, you cunt. Here we go, boy. We're going fucking painting. Don't want to hear any of your mamby-bamby bullshit. We're going painting. Make time and do it. So that's what I am doing. I am in here now. Don't know. It's like, do you hear this shit? It's like we're at sea here, man. Yeah, I'm happy now I didn't go to the jams, because if you've even a bit of this kind of nonsense, and it looked like they were shooting in wide open spaces, which is that's hard to focus on the target. Say if it's a 40, 50, 60 yarder in the middle of a field, that's nearly harder, because What are you going to gauge it off of, really, you know? You're just hoping your fucking eye is good and your gap is good. And because sometimes you can gauge your distances off of the landscape around you, as in trees and rocks and shit like that. You say, I reckon that's about 30, blah, 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 and that's another 5. And you add it up in your head. 1 tree plus 1 rock plus 1 stump equals 40 yards. And you go with that. That's how we roll. But this is, a lot of the ones I saw in photos anyway, right open spaces in the middle of the field. I was just thinking that would be interesting. Interesting to see how you would hit that. But then I saw lots of the targets with lots of arrows in them. So folks were doing it, and there was a lot of feathered arrows in there. So the tradies were doing well getting them. Look at this mess I'm making here. Yeah, I came in here last night to do a fucking Blackbird, and it was not good. So here we are. I had 0 energy last night. Nothing like getting into a rage in the morning, sets you up nicely for the day. You know what I mean? Get the message from your mind and say, okay, guilty, let's be better, and off we go. Because I had loads of things I was going to rant about yesterday, and then I was looking at them and I was thinking, maybe once upon a time I would have gone there and done that. But I do remember making, not only about the, podcast. This cunt is putting up a fight. But it's, the whole world is fucking gone political mad. Everyone's a fucking political commentator or fucking activist these days. And fearmongering is at an all-time high. So some time ago I divorced all that from my mind. It's not putting my head in the sand. You're aware of it. How can you fucking not be? It's like boom, boom, every second goddamn message. And if it's not every second message on social media, I've noticed that it's every second the most violent fucking thing. Your first fucking coffee in the morning, you flick open the thing and boom, there's all these kind of violent things happening. I say violent, some of them are accidents. There's some stupid fuckers in the world. I mean, there's just the dumbest ways of getting yourself fucked up are on full display on the internet. But even at that, you know the way you go, oof, and you kind of chuckle to yourself, and it's terribly fucking, they're fucked, they're in pain, maybe some of them are dead, but you can't help but go, first thing in the morning, I mean, what's that about? Yet they'll put up some news clip of a news channel, and as they're getting into whatever the fuck they're talking about, this thing will pop up and cover half the screen, and it'll say that it's censored basically for young viewers. A fucking news thing in an office. What do they call them? The newsroom, I guess. They'll censor that for you. Of course they will. They want you to know fuck all. But then they'll show you all this violent, stupid deaths, and sometimes it's just aggressive shit happening, like people getting fucking, murdered on a fucking train, all that shit. I don't want to see any of that crap. Why is it on my fucking post? And it's on, imagine the kids who are picking up their computer or their phones, I guess, and that's what they're being like. You don't have to go looking for this. What do I go searching for? I rarely search for anything, but when I do, it's archery, or fucking, could be pickup trucks, that kind of thing. Just one likes to dream, and and camping shit. You know what I mean? And some mad shit about that rock, that space thing that's happening. Everyone's on about. And that's another thing that fucking. Yeah, I suppose I'm going to have a bit of a rant. I feel it coming on, because that fucking, the rock is what it is. It's doing what it'll do, whatever, if it's even fucking there. But apparently, it is. Now, they'll tell you it's so far away they can't do shit. They can't see you, blah, blah, blah. And then a week later, they're telling you, well, there's artificial light on it, which leads us to believe there's alien, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, here we go again. So it's like every fucking week it's intensifying. It's like they're ringing. you catch people in a lie, and if they reinforce the lie by just repeating it constantly and just changing the angle, but the lie is the same, and apparently it's clearly the same, walk away, lads, or turn off the channel. I've deleted a whole bunch of shit there because they sneak them in. I was watching this one photographer who did some mad stuff. I think I saw maybe 10 pieces, and I said, oh, fucking follow that. Next thing you get some wacky shit off the same photographer, so you feel like you just got scammed. So you have to go back through all your shit and say unfollow, unsubscribe, all of that. There's a lot of wacky motherfuckers out there. But then I would argue that maybe it's just some fucking stoned fucking student in his mother's basement who's trying to make all these mad fucked up videos because he's into special effects or visual effects, and it's part of his portfolio for getting jobs in said industry or for video games or something. So if they can pass it off as real, they get honors, that kind of thing. So there, you can't believe a fucking thing. Sure, I'll be watching people, that you know what they've said, but then you know that it's blatantly not true, and it's got loads of fucking hits. So it's like boggles the fucking mind. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, the chill factor is back. I was leaving the house. I say I was leaving the house for work in a t-shirt all week, but that's because I left my fucking I usually end up leaving the fucking, your hoodie or your sweater in the van at the end of the day, because you'd be sweating on the way home. And then you're just lazy, you leave it there. So you have to make that dash to the van in the morning in a t-shirt. You're freezing. It was cold Friday, I thought. So we're back there. So yeah. So what else have I got for my crackers? I think next Sunday we're going shooting down in Valley-Bowman. Haven't been in Valley-Bowman now in a while. Valley-Bowman's woods are awesome. They're very awesome. I hope we get fucking... I remember the last time it was actually lashed like a motherfucker. I mean, it was, you couldn't see in front of you, kind of. But it was at the end of the day, which was lucky. So yeah, I'm going to go there and get things going, get the training going. Still training, still making progress, small steps, but steps. I think there's something happening in October in Dunbrody. I didn't look into it, but I remember someone saying something to me about it the last time I was there. It's going to be some kind of a big deal. I hope you at Dunbrody now getting your shit together, okay? You got a name to keep. You got a big name. Cool place to go. And I'm looking forward to going in October to this shoot. I gotta put this cunt out. I remember I was talking to my nephew, and he's like, oh, if you do X, Y, and Z, you'll get loads of fucking followers and subscribers on YouTube, and then you might be able to make some money. And that piqued my interest, as it would. And I goes, really? What kind of things would you have to talk about, like? And he went on with this list: don't smoke, don't drink, don't swear, don't mention X, Y, and Z. So that's me fucked straight off the bat. And then he mentions all the things you probably should talk about. I was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. That's poverty. It is, I'd say. Poverty it is. But you're fuck it. It's See, I'm after losing my train of thought there. No, I was going on about Spotify. Spotify is, I don't know, does anyone notice lately on Spotify that it sounds like when you listen to a podcast, it sounds like it's going faster than you believe it should be going, the speaking voices? Or is it just me? Because I've been listening to a few lately, and it sounds like there's a few glitches in Spotify. It sounds like they're nearly fucking singing or trying to take off. It's gone really quickly. Noticeably quickly. So, so if anyone has heard that difference of late, let me know if you agree, because I think that is the case. Don't know what it is. Oh, calm down, boy. Calm down to fuck. I saw some results last night. Now back to the IFAF National Bowhunter Championships in is it Killigary or Kilgary? Killigary Archers. But it looks like in the category that I'd be normally shooting in, that the fucking Mayo boys, Mark and that other fucking guy whose name escapes me right now, I apologise, champion sir, he won our category at the Munster 100. It was a stupendous score. I think they did well that Mark wasn't shooting, Mark Daly, because he'd have whooped us. He only shot, I think, today, and he got a silly score. It was fucking... I don't know what to tell you about Mark. He's just fucking freak. But I was looking at the scores, and remember I was on about the other Mark from Mayo, and this, what is it Gary or something? They're scoring fucking good, man. They're scoring very good. Everyone's getting very good. I can't wait to fucking beat you, boys. I can't wait to fucking beat you. I'd say I'd be beating you with the ball in the car park, because there's no way I'm getting your scores. Fuck me. How long will it take? I figured only lately that it's not about, once you're injury free and you're physically able, you don't have to be Superman, it's a mental game. It's control your giddy, control your excitement, and just breathe your way into every shot, and just have the joy of it, have the play of it. But for fuck's sake, try to stay focused, James. I'd be telling myself, going up to the fucking target. No Scooby-Doo bullshit now. There's the target, there's the bow, here's an arrow, hit the fucking target. Happy days. You kind of ease yourself into the day. You say, just hit the fucking thing. The mind the kill, or the fucking, just the target. Hit the target and we'll be happy with you. Once you get maybe 10 in a row, then you can start getting a bit fucking, I think I'll go for the kill here. Because that's where I'd be all over the shop. I'm a butterfly. Sometimes it's awesome and sometimes it's fucking not. It's the peaks and valleys, all of that jazz. But it's fun. So yeah, these lads in Mayo, I don't know. They're shooting some splendid scores there on the first day yesterday, and it was a 2-hour round as well. Obviously, they scored 2 arrows per target, unlike some people. There's a lot of our categories, assassins and sharks, lad. I can't wait to be fucking beating them. I really can't. I honestly think I'm better than all of them. Did I say that? Did you say that? Oh, I didn't say that. You said that. Did you say that? I didn't say that. Someone said it. Must be true. So I look forward to fucking whooping yous. I gotta fucking practice this fucking weather. It's not helping. Thank fuck I didn't go. I have been to regular shoots of late. I'm very happy with that. I just wish there was more regular shoots. So I'm looking forward now to going down to Valley Bowman. They have a cool setup down there. And like I said, it's like an old woodland. There's a lot of big fucking trees there, tall, wide. It's proper cool. So I'm looking forward to that. And what's after that? I think we've got that indoor coming up, the Flint round. Never done a Flint round. I gotta do Flint round. And then the indoor nationals next year, I think, are up the fucking country as well. This bullshit. Everything was fine down in the fucking Waterford place. Why if it's not broken, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'll have to go. I'll have to go there. So close to the Europeans. It just has to be done. It's just got to look into accommodation, actually. I think the trick with the archery is to be fucking 6 months in advance. That's why it's so hard to be calm and collected when the calendar is fucking, things just pop up out of the blue and you're like, for fuck. How am I meant to get anywhere to stay? You don't mind staying in the back of the van most of the time, but going into the winter months, you'd be thinking, fuck off. You need notice so you can book shit, you know? And we all know how hard it is to book a place in this fucking country lately. It's impossible. You know what I'll do? I'll find out where the fuck it is and see what club is there. And see if we can go crash on someone's floor. No, that's not going to happen. I'd be too crazy for that shit. They'd be like, no, we have guards at our house. Don't come near us. Don't come here. Don't even come to the club. So yes, so that's it. So check out the artist, people. I'm trying to culture ye fuckers. Mark Maggiore. I think that's perfectly spoken. Right there, I think I got it perfect. I don't know. I'm thinking that's it. He does all these Western style paintings and they're fucking awesome. He's got a real, his color or his light and dark is class. And he was going on about the principles he'd apply. I said 1/3 of the canvas has to be the light. I never heard of this before, but I like it. I thought there was one or two had Caravaggio vibes off of him, but then that would explain a lot because back in the day before he dived full time into the painting, he was doing like making video movie, like short movies, films, and fucking music videos. So he'd have an eye for all of how to put a frame together and stuff like that. I don't know what informed what. Did that inform his painting or did his painting inform that? Either way, he's well versed in each. So I guess it helped. But yeah, check him out. He's pretty cool. And usually if you find him on a podcast, they'll link it off to artists like him. And there's plenty. And there's a few dingers there now. There's this fucking guy. Is he in New Zealand? His name escapes me also because sometimes he can be... See, my problem with artists, it's very seldom I get to talk to an artist who isn't so... what's the word? Dainty. You know what I mean? Who isn't so fucking overly sensitive. Who can be loud and can be alive and can be, a spark about them. So maybe it's where we live. I don't know. Anyway, fuck it. That's what the internet's good for. I am going to expand on my fucking weekly consumption of artists. If I find him online. That seems the only fucking way. So, check him out. He's pretty good. And for everyone at the IFAF National Bowhunter Championships, I salute you. I salute you each and every one. All my buddies, okay? I hope you all do well and get home and get a nice cup of soup in you. You'll be grand. And that's it. I rambled a lot here today. I had structure somewhere. I'm getting into the bullet points. Because I was kicking myself over the weekend as well because when I got bitchy about the fucking art, then it was like the studio, and then it's like, well, the podcast, and like, why aren't you doing X, Y, and Z? And then I had all these notions to go and conquer this, that, and the other. And then I said, no, that sounds like work. Fuck that. That sounds like fucking too much work. There's like, I like to let things grow naturally, be it with the painting, your evolution with understanding your interaction with the archery and the people in archery. Just fucking let it happen naturally. And I think in the long run, it's these things that this approach stands to. I call it my oak tree approach. It's fucking slow, but you're gaining strength and durability, and everything just gets better for it. So it's convincing yourself, I guess, not to be in a hurry to be fucking, the best that you can be It's like understand where you're. Because when I was looking back on the fucking paintings, I was like, it looked like there was a 3-year spurt there with the paintings, and it looked like I was going to kick on and fucking. I was just on the precipice of some evolution, and I fucking kicked myself in the balls, and just went on a tantrum that's lasted 6 or 7 years, maybe 8. I'm a moody cunt. But now look at me. I'm happy. I'm going painting. And more the better I will be for it. So, I'm probably not going to look at this. I'm just going to fucking chop, start, finish, upload. Okay? And I thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. It's nice. I try not to fucking put much into it, but it's nice. There was a person from England, I gather, Manchester, probably. I meant to write down your fucking call sign on YouTube. How's it going? You like the table, I hear? Well done. A Man United supporter. I have to go in now and see how badly we're getting whooped by City. I'm avoiding it. And a bit of archery, aren't they? They like the archery people, so that's good. That's good. And yeah, listen, I haven't got to read any books, man. I've a list of books that I want to order, but I haven't even got to order them. I was telling the last books that I read, there was a series. It's kind of Lord of the Ringsy, but on fucking steroids. It's from a Canadian guy. What was his fucking name? Oh, here we go again. Anyway, the series was called the Sword of Truth series. And I thought it was... I couldn't put it down. My buddy back in the day, Mike Walsh. Mike, one of two. As in he was a twin of Tom. Mike was a prolific reader of all sorts. And he got me into this book. And he gave me the first book when he was finished with it. He must have read it 20 fucking times. So he gave it to me and it was in tatters. But the cool thing was, the last book of that series, there must have been 13 fucking books. I think it was called The Confessor or something. I ended up giving him that book. So that was kind of cool, I thought. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed those books. There's some beautiful violence in them. I say beautiful because you're an adult, you're grown up, you know it's a fucking book, and you're pretty much in charge of how severe the violence is because you're going off the words that you're reading and the energy it stirs in you. So it's, I guess I've a lot of crazy going on, but the fucking books, they accommodated it very nicely. And I think you should check them out, folks. The series is called, I just said what it was called, The Sword of Truth. Richard and Kaelin, they're the main characters, and Zed, he's a wizard. He's a mental cunt. He's a violent cunt when he gets going. Them wizards, don't be messing with them. But you get a good energy off those books. They kind of and there's a lovely philosophy going through them as well, which I think individuals today would benefit from. If they could absorb that from those books, it would only benefit you. So check them out. What the fuck is the guy's name? Got nothing. Sorry, folks. Fuck it. Anyway, that is the book, the series. Like I said, there's about 13. They're that thick, and there's no pictures in them, okay? There's a picture on the front, and that's it. You get there's no pictures in the middle of the book. So put your crayons away, okay? Get on your reading glasses and get into these books. They're very good. The start of it is Richard is like, his mom and his mother died giving birth to him, I think they said. Is that what happened? And his father was murdered violently, and they live in a very quiet world in a woodland. And he's a woods guide, and he's very good. And Zed Din is his best friend, and he's known him since he was a kid. And it's just brilliant characters. He does repeat himself a bit, but I suppose that's understandable. It's not like he's filling pages. It's just he's reinforcing the context of a moment. So when he capitalize on it, then it's just a double boom boom. You get me, and you do get him. It's very good. Check it out. Sword of Truth series. I checked it out myself. They did some shit fucking TV show. They shouldn't have. He sold out his rights to this fucking crowd, and they made a fucking balls of it because they censored the shit out of it. I suppose they were going for a young audience or something. It's not really for a young audience. It's really for... If they did it like Game of Thrones, it'd be awesome. It'd be fucking awesome. It would really... It'd blow Game of Thrones out of the fucking water. So... That's all I got. I gotta go. I'm very pumped now. I'm going fucking organising things here. There's a few paintings that are getting painted over. Oh yeah. And there's one whopper there that's going to get made I'm going to make it famous, I think. So till the next time, crackers. Thank you again for liking and subscribing. We all have mental health issues. I'm here to, help with that. So if I make you feel talented, if I make you giggle, or if I make you say fuck you, it's all good. Vent, my crackers, vent. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. That went well.